Hi, my name is Hannah Barber. When I first met Langston in high school, my initial impression was, wow, she has incredible posture. Looking back, it makes perfect sense. After all, she's starring as Clara in the Nut remix this November. Woo! You all should definitely go and cheer her on. But what truly sets Langston apart isn't just her talent as a ballerina. She's one of the most compassionate and thoughtful people I know, always ready to lend a hand. Also, she never fails to have an amazing hair day. I'm genuinely excited to hear what she has to share with us today. So now, please welcome Langston Emily Scrugham.
I do not hate many things. I like to consider myself a pretty loving person, actually. But there's one thing I do hate, the game tug of war. The rope burns on my hand and the sideline cheers, which are more like aggressive coaching, are simply not for me. But what really sparked the bad blood between me and tug of war was 2 summers ago when I experienced tug of war trauma. I was a counselor for the first time ever after many summers as a camper. It was all going so well, up until the night of tug of war. My cabin and I were at the Camp Olympics, and the final event was tug of war. We needed a counselor to sit out with 2 campers, so I volunteered to be the counselor that sat out. I thought it would all be fine, up until it was not. Starting off on a bad note, our cabin lost the match. Adding to the intensity, it was ridiculously hot, the campers had just given it their all, and it was after dinner, so everyone's stomachs were full. As soon as the match ended, our head counselor fainted. As if matters could get any worse, our other 2 counselors were severely dehydrated and exhausted, nearly passing out and unable to help me with the other issue of every girl in our cabin also being severely dehydrated and exhausted. I had some girls needing to get water, some needing the nurse, and some just needing words of, "It's going to be okay," or "You got this." And just like that, I realized that it was just me in charge of all of these girls and the counselors. So I addressed all of the needs in order. First, getting the nurse, then finding water, then helping the girls who just needed support. Eventually, our whole cabin was okay. Needless to say, our camp does not do tug of war anymore, and I have a strong feeling this event was the cause. As I went to bed that night, I was thinking about the tug of war and realized that I single-handedly helped a cabin full of dehydrated, passing out campers and counselors. I had never thought of myself capable of leading a group of people, but I should have known I would be able to step up as a leader, as I had done so before in class leadership. If I had told my new St. Mary's freshman self that she would eventually be part of leadership, she would laugh and tell me I was crazy. Coming into St. Mary's, I thought I would never have a leadership position as these girls didn't know me, and I thought I would never get any close relationships with my grade. To hopefully prove myself wrong, I put myself into the running to be a Stuco rep freshman year. And guess what? I didn't get the position. This only made me feel more like I, a new student, would never get close with my class and never be elected for anything. Well, I gave myself a year, and to my surprise, by the end of the year, I had gotten close with several girls. By the time sophomore year leadership elections rolled around, I decided to dare again. I put my name in, and I got voted onto leadership. Since then, not only have I served in some form of class leadership each year, I have gotten so close with each of the other 72 girls in my class of 2025. My freshman self would be so shocked that she finally found friends. Had I not put myself out there, I would not have the friends I have now, and I would also not have been able to experience the leadership I have found today. Even if you don't get the leadership position you hope for, or maybe you don't have all the friends you want right now, give it time. I promise they will come. And maybe if you're ever thrown into a traumatic tug-of-war situation, you will have the confidence and support to save the day. Thank you.